What's up, Virgos? All right, let's do this. Posy vibes only, Spirit, help me. You poor Virgos, you guys are going through the ringer. And I'm not predicting this by any means, but your last readings with me have been excruciating, Virgo. Excruciating. So I commit this with love and positivity, so know that in advance, whatever messages we get, I hope it's all happy, happy, joy, joy. But if it's not, that means someone needs to hear it, so I'm going to honor the messages. I'm going to respect what it is I'm doing here on YouTube. So I'm not trying to put anyone in a state of lack mentality. Definitely just, I'm here to help. That's all I wanted to say, because I know when we get those heavy messages, it's just like when you're already feeling it, it's like, oh, it's crushing, right? So let's see what the universe wants to tell my Virgos today. I have been blessed by many Virgos in my life, particularly reaching out for personals, which is usually a sign that, like something's up in the energy. So you Virgos, it's been a year, hasn't it? And it's only April. It's almost May. It's probably May when you're watching this. All right, beautiful. You're already got some 2 cards, but literally the 2 cards that just came out are divine healing. A need to reset, a need to recharge, a need to unplug and connect to your faith, your spirituality, the divine, the star. It's about connecting with God, right? Following your star path, aligning with like your star player, so to say, and healing temperance it's self-healing. So also, just to throw it in there, I am doing a love reading, by the way. Aquarius and Sagittarian energy are coming through, as well as your spirit guides. Whatever your faith or spirituality is, whatever you believe in, the energies of your ancestors, your guides, your spirits, it's around you. They're wanting to help you through this. All right. What's up? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. I'm Annie. We're going to do some general love messages here today for my Virgo friends. As always, I welcome you to come into this reading with an open heart and an open mind. If it's not your message, please don't utilize that energy. Please don't take away anything that feels strange or foreign. If it's not your message, drop it like it's hot. I'll see you on the next one. If it is your message, great. Utilize that energy to the best of your advantage, right? You are always in the driver's seat, so whatever messages you choose to take away here today, it's all up to you, Virgo. You have incredible cards. I can't. All right. Hopefully I am connecting with some new Virgos, or at least some new messages. So you have 6 cards. 4 of them are major arcana right in a row. You have Aquarius, you have Temperance, you have Capricorn, and you have the Hierophant. So these are heavy hitters. These are heavy players. This could indicate you have multiple spirit guides in your life. Could also indicate that there's multiple partners. It could indicate that there's multiple dating opportunities. There's a lot of people wanting to step out in your reading right now. In addition to that, you have the King of Cups, the King of love, of faith, of spirituality. This is about connecting to God for a lot of you, to source. Extreme creativity, right? As well as sometimes this can be money flow. If money is a currency, it's an energy. It's indicating you're either sitting on like a wealth of abundance, or potentially I'm getting the image of water streaming down. It's like if you put your cup in, there's something about being self-made where if you go out and grab it, you will feel the abundance for your efforts. Something lucrative for you, Virgo. King of Cups. And, oh, my mistake, you have 5 major arcana. So in addition to the Star and Temperance and the Devil and the Hierophant, I love this. You got God and the Devil duking it out, right? You also have the World. All right, this is a beautiful card. It's a card of Capricorn. It's Saturnian energy. So rules and restriction, it's breaking those obstacles. It's breaking out of the tight enclosure that kept us held back. Maybe that's a person in your life. Maybe that's a job you don't like. Maybe that's, I don't know, it's like an authoritative, like, nope, I'm not going to let you. I'm holding you back. It serves a purpose in your life because, again, it forces you to fill your own cup. It forces you to go to that stream and refill your cup when you're quenched for thirst, when you feel like, you're dying and you just need love and you're all alone. This whole spread is about you got to chase it yourself, Virgo. And this is all about self-love. This is about honoring yourself so that you can grow into the divine spiritual human being that you were always meant to. It seems like you got stopped up along the way. Particularly with a liar, cheater, thief. Yeah, a lot of you Virgos, no shade, I'm sorry. I'm just going to tell it like it is because I got nothing to hide here. I'm doing me. I'm trying to read these authentically. You had a bit of a scumbag in your life. That's what this is saying to me. This is not a great depiction of the liar, cheater, thief card. Like the 7 of Swords, it's not always that, but in this spread, especially with some devil energy coming out and you needing to free yourself and letting the light win over the dark, letting God win over the devil. You guys are freeing yourself from someone who they didn't have good intentions. They didn't treat you right. They said things that they didn't, that either they didn't mean or they weren't held accountable for them. They promised you the world and then dipped out on you. That's what this feels like, and that would explain a lot of your readings in the past. So here's the thing with this. The positive part is all these cards that came out, what's trumping any negative, and really the only negative is the Seven of Swords here. You've learned tremendous lessons from this person, though. But it doesn't, like, from this, though, there is a transition from when you separate from the liar, cheater, thief, the one who played head games, you're still trying to understand which of those thoughts were true and which of those thoughts you can release from. Like, which thoughts essentially don't serve you. Because 7 to the 8, the 8 of Swords is that mental prison. It's that woman who has her eyes are blinded with that, what do you call it, like a bandana or whatever you want to call it. And the Circle of Swords has become her prison. And I think I've said this to you guys before. The awesome part of that card is that you hold the key to that prison because your thoughts are what's holding you back. It's really not another person. Now, there's the temptation to say it is. There's the temptation to do the blame game thing, right? And I get it. That's part of the healing process. It is a wasted effort to look at a relationship and look at what everybody else did wrong. You need to take that as a sign from God that there was essentially something inside of you that was attracted to that person's darkness, right? And again, subconsciously, you probably weren't aware of that. In the grand scheme of things, if you were to zoom out and get the world perspective, right? When you actually see the forest from the trees, it's saying that something about the reasons why it didn't work out, the Seven of Swords to the Eight of Swords, there's a need for you to realize what thoughts were kind of clouding your judgment, what thoughts were stopping you or holding you back from moving on from this relationship, or the opposite, from seeing yourself in all your glory, right? For, all, I don't want to say all the bells and whistles, but for honoring your value and your self-worth. So some of you are probably in Eight of Swords energy now where someone has dipped, someone is out, and you're still thinking about them. But again, this is about taking your power back. This is about stealing the damn cup and being like, this is mine. This is my energy. This is my heart, and I'm not going to give it to scumbags anymore, right? That's what this is saying to me. So in Eight of Swords energy, slowly, one by one, you can get yourself out of this mental prison by examining one thought at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself. If there's 9,000 things that you're stressed about, start with the one. Start with the day. Start 1 minute at a time, 1 hour at a time. How can you move towards love? How can you move towards healing? How can you move towards self-respect? Because with distance and time, this is going to be a blip on the radar. Quite frankly, with the World card, if you were to zoom out, 20 years, if you were to fast forward 20 years from now, this is a blip on the radar. It's someone it was a karmic relationship. You were meant to meet them. You were meant to discover inner truths about yourself and potentially the way you react to narcissists, or the way you react to people who are codependent, or the way you react to people who don't have good intentions. You've learned something about yourself in the process, and even if you don't feel that way now, you do. That's why these cards are coming through, because you've taken the proper measures, you've taken the proper time and energy and space for yourself to allow healing and divine energy to guide you in the right path. This is about focusing on yourself, Virgo. I'm sorry, this is a message of self-love. Isn't that beautiful though? Isn't that awesome? I know all of you are like, yeah, but what about love? You're being guided to self-love. You are being asked to look internally and balance out your dark and your light energy, which everybody has as a human being. Anyone with a pulse and a heartbeat, there's dark and light energy inside of us all, right? They need to work in unison, in perfect balance and harmony. Chariot vibes, right? Those two horses, we are the charioteer. Our energies, our dark and our light horses, they need to work together to get us to the next chapter, to get us to the next relationship. If we are internally balanced, those are the type of people we attract. If we are codependent, those are the type of people we attract. If we are uncertain of our own integrity or of our own value, our own worth, again, you are a mirror to what you attract. So that's why universe is saying you need to go out and kick it in the arena of loving yourself. Because when you step into that energy of I am awesome and I deserve love and I deserve integrity and all this, universe is going to help you usher in the right people. It's almost like, again, subconsciously, I'm not saying you guys were choosing people, the wrong people intentionally, but there was at least one that you chose that was a really heavy blow to you, Virgo. And it's almost like spirit almost chose that person as a sacrifice, right? So that it would allow you to step into your truest power, into your highest self, really. So flat out, some of you, and all that mess that I was just talking about, we're probably dealing with an Aquarius, Sagittarius, Taurus, or a Capricorn. But I think a lot of you are potentially looking for new love. I'm sorry, Virgos, my camera froze there. So taking this in another direction too, if some of you have already, outed the narcissist and removed yourself from a prickly situation, prickly I said, you know what that means. This could indicate that there's two people whose spiritual paths are in alignment and what's between them is love. Pure love with integrity and empathy and compassion and just oozing with just lovely energy. This could indicate that you may have a new Sagittarius or an Aquarius coming in. The zodiac sign doesn't really matter. It's what this represents though. If you're looking for new love, or potentially you're with someone who is your savior, the one who helped pull you out of a really dark spot, but it's not that they did the work for you. You're doing the healing work yourself. This liquid, this water of, the cooling, healing waters of earth, it's going to you. It's going to your cup. So if you've taken strides and steps forward to create like a new life or a new version of yourself that is, oozing and dripping with self-love, someone again who is a nice little match for you, Virgo, that also shares maybe a similar story or a similar path in their love life, also in their divine spiritual path, it seems like universe is trying to usher this in for you guys to come into this together, because it's almost like you reap the reward of the really heavy burden that you essentially, it's like, the light won over the dark. It's been a battle though, hasn't it? It's been an internal battle for you to let go of the demons, right? If that's what we want to say. I don't mean that literally, right? I'm not saying you had to perform an exorcism, but metaphorically you kind of did. You had to get rid of the negative thoughts that were clouding you, that were keeping you stuck, that were holding you back. Any eight in tarot is all about liberation. Moving on. Usually it's very positive. 8 of Swords is stepping out of thoughts keeping us restrained. 8 of Wands, that's those arrows that the archer, from the archer's bows, it's like a Sagittarian card. It's forward movement, it's travel, it's distance, it's vacationing to other lands, it's exploration, it's also communication, sending out mass communications, right? What other example? 8 of Cups, right? The cups that have served us currently, they're not as good as they used to be, or we recognize these are good, but I deserve more. 8 of Cups is leaving the comfort zone of our emotions, going after the 9th cup, the wish fulfillment. That's what this is. Sorry, I'm giving you the entire history of tarot in your reading, but there is love in your spread, and there is good love. There is non-toxic, beautiful, just compassionate, lovely energy here. But I am saying, if you're in the thick of it now and you're struggling, know that it's almost like to reap the reward of new love, that it's effortless, it's easy, and it's beautiful. Make sure that's how you feel about yourself. I'm beautiful, I deserve love, It's like you got to be your own angel. You got to be your own savior. This is a heavy message. But it's also beautiful with all these cards coming out. Could also indicate, again, if these people aren't in your life currently or have nothing to do with your past, you may have a new Capricorn coming in. That could be why this card is showing up. This is not always a bad card. Okay, you know why this is coming through? You need to be obsessed with your self-healing. The devil is in Capricornian energy, tremendous hard workers. Capricorns are like the worker bees of the zodiac. You need to focus. Your 9 to 5 in the next several weeks should be loving yourself, focusing on your own healing, taking spiritual baths, doing crystal work, reading your own tarot cards, reading up on self-help and self-improvement. That needs to be like your work for the next several weeks, several months, several years, right? I mean, this speaks to me in terms of like a career that I'm interested in, right? So that could be for you, Virgo, for one or two of you that resonates. Yeah, your obsession, the devil, it's a positive obsession in that you are feeding your own cup. You're fueling your own fire to go forward in the spiritual path, and quite frankly, just to realign with the universe, to realign with God. For some of you, this may involve marriage. It could also be getting out of a broken marriage, something that, again, as we were saying, imprisonment or suffocation, the 8s. It could be that some of you are leaving someone behind that you got into a contract of marriage, but you kind of recognize they were kind of the devil, or you know what I mean? Like, and I don't mean that literally, but that's what I mean, right? You may have gotten yeah. I'm trying to be sensitive because I know some people still have feelings for the ex, or, some people it's not that the ex was toxic, it just didn't work out for one reason or another, right? Again, general messages, please don't be offended, but Movement towards love. Yeah, you're closing out what has been a tremendously burdensome and difficult cycle. This is like, shit, well, that sucked, but at least it's done, right? The silver lining is you're done. You're over it. All these swords sticking in your back, they were lessons that unfortunately you learned them in a way that it would have been easier if you didn't have to go through all the pain and heartbreak, but you're coming out of it stronger than you have ever been, Virgo. Incredible cards. 5 major arcana in your spread of 6 cards. That's absolutely incredible. Yeah, you're moving on. There's that 6, right? Let's see. And then you're moving towards the Lovers. All right, so some of you may have a Gemini coming in who you're going to be extremely passionate about. It could also be a Scorpio, but you have to decide when you're ready to love. You can't rush into love to fix something inside yourself where you're not feeling satisfied. Again, you need to be in love with yourself. If you don't love yourself, that's not the time to start looking for relationships. But if you do feel like you love yourself and you're ready to get back out there and maybe you're looking for marriage material this time around, this could indicate as you move towards love, yeah, there might be a Gemini, a Taurus, or a Libra, or a Scorpio that's looking real good. All right, Spirit, hit me with those romance angels for I almost called you Gemini, for my Virgos out there. You guys show up in Gemini's reading every single time, no joke. And I mean, I know we're all in hermit mode anyway because of the whole quarantine thing, but every time I do a Gemini reading, it's like hilarious because the Hermit card comes out. Or Venus and Virgo, the 9 of Pentacles. So yeah, you guys are like forcing yourself into the Gemini reading. I'm wondering if that's an ex of yours, that you're just like, it's like you're holding on to them for dear life. That to me is like your Tower moment that comes through. Yeah, releasing control, embracing what God is presenting you with. I said kind of the same thing to Pisces. When you release and embrace the fact that change is on the horizon, what's destined for you is change. It's a change in the way you view yourself and the love you deserve. What comes after the Tower, the shitstorm, the oh my God, this is brutal, why me, comes the star of realigning your soul path, your spirit. You're healing, getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Yeah, that's what this could be too. With all these people cards coming out, you may have a really great group of friends that maybe if you were busy off dating someone, maybe you kind of put these people on the back burner or to the sidelines. This is saying there is a group of people, if this isn't your spirit guides, your angel gang, right, supporting you, this could quite literally be your friends. Do you have earth signs that are your best friends, right? Capricorn and Taurus, or again, Aquarians and I almost said Scorpio. So maybe Scorpio for some, but Sagittarius. Interesting. Did I read this one already? I don't remember. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. I don't know why I'm struggling to read cards today. And then you deserve love. You are lovable. Yeah, some of you, there's a Sagittarius involved. For some of you. It could be the one you're taking aim for in the future. It could indicate that you need to set aim on someone else and move away from a Sagittarius. You will know, Virgo. That's you. That's all you, baby. All right, and Sagittarius want to be seen. As I picked this deck out, this one wanted to be seen. Sagittarius energy, huh? All right, let's see here. Let's see. Zodiac signs for Virgo's reading, please. Zodiac signs that want to come out in Virgo's reading. They're kind of stuck here. There we go. All right. Cancer flew out. Cancer and Cancer. Double Cancers. All right. Maybe you have a Cancer moon or a Cancer rising. Capricorn. Stop it. Aquarius. Sagittarius. And Aries. I was hoping for Taurus with this. That would have been hilarious if you had one that matched every single arcana. But pretty damn close, Virgo. All right, like, share, subscribe. See you guys very soon for more tarot. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please help me. I would appreciate it. I am trying to reach 2,000 subscribers. It's a personal goal of mine as I grow this channel. So hit that subscribe, Virgo. I'll see you next time for more tarot. Bye.